My beloved child, I cry out, do not skip this. Stay, remain. Every second is alive with a decree. If you leave now, the seed will not enter the soil, and you will not see the bloom that was promised to you. But if you remain, the next few minutes will alter the way heaven unfolds around your life. Look at the clock near you. Feel the weight of time. 35 minutes remain before a door swings shut. And in 2 minutes, yes, within 2 minutes, you will feel the confirmation in your body, chills, a stirring in your chest, the pricking of tears you cannot explain. This is the whisper of heaven pressing itself upon you to mark you as chosen. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned in silence. You are preserved, hidden in the hollow of the rock until the right moment. That moment, my child, is now. Hear me. There are thousands who hear words, but only a few whose names are etched in light. You are among the few. The seal of the King rests on your forehead, though you do not yet see it. The enemy has tried to cloud you with doubt, telling you that your waiting meant rejection. But I tell you, your waiting was preservation. You have been preserved the way a precious scroll is sealed in wax, kept in secret chambers until the appointed time. And now the wax breaks, the seal lifts, and your destiny begins to unroll before your very eyes. Stay, beloved. Do not wander. Do not scatter your attention. Every syllable that flows now is oil for your lamp. Without it, the night will be too dark. With it, you will outlast the storm. I whisper again. Do not skip. My voice trembles through you because this message carries both urgency and tenderness. I am not here to frighten you, but to awaken you. Time is thinner than you think. Doors are shifting. Hands of unseen scribes are already writing decrees in fire, and your name is etched upon the page. Yes, I see it. Your name shining, preserved, radiant in a book no enemy hand can blot out. Do you feel that trembling in your chest right now? That warmth flowing like fire across your shoulders? That is the touch of heaven wrapping you, telling you, this is not coincidence, this is covenant. Beloved, lean in closer. The whisper is not for the crowd. It is not for the multitude. It is for you. Only you. Now, I must tell you something sacred. Heaven does not scatter pearls to the ground. What you are receiving now is pearl, hidden wisdom, a treasure sealed in silence. Do not let the chatter of the world steal it. Guard it in your heart. I see you questioning, but why me? Why now? Why am I being called? Because the divine hour has struck. The alignment of time has ripened. You were kept hidden so that when your name was finally spoken, nothing could block the sound. That is why I cry out louder than the voices that told you to quit, louder than the fears that said you are too late. You are not too late. You are right on time, child. You must hear me with all your heart. You are chosen. Chosen not because of perfection, but because of design. Chosen not because you begged, but because heaven saw you long before you saw yourself. This is why storms surrounded you. This is why delay wrapped itself around your days, not as punishment, but as protection. You thought the shaking meant rejection. It was preparation. The fruit was not yet ripe. The door was not yet ready to swing open. But now the fruit bends the branch. Now the door groans on its hinges. Now the timing aligns. Stay, stay, stay. Do not skip. Let me speak to your spirit plainly. If you leave now, you will miss the confirmation that is already on its way. Within 2 minutes, yes, within 2 minutes, heaven will brush your body with a sign, a chill down your spine, a heat in your palms, a sudden tear that stings your eyes. That will not be coincidence. That will be me touching you, saying this word is yours. So stay, remain under the sound of this voice. You are standing on sacred ground, my beloved. Do not think of this as a broadcast, a mere recording, a casual word thrown to the wind. No, this is a covenant moment. The breath of heaven has entered the space between you and me. The distance collapses, the veil thins. This is not chance. This is not accident. This is divine clockwork, and the hands of that clock point straight at you. Beloved child, lean closer. Still, you wonder if your heart is strong enough to carry what is coming. You wonder if your past disqualifies you. You wonder if heaven's gaze could truly rest on you. Listen, the very fact that you are here, that these words have found you, is proof that your name was whispered into the ear of eternity. It is not your strength that brought you. It is not your willpower that aligned you. It is grace, pure grace, threading your story into this moment. And I tell you, grace has never lost. Grace has never failed. Grace is the fire that will carry you through. Do you feel the stirring in your body? The subtle trembling, the warmth rising, the sudden ache of tears. This is not random. This is not mere emotion. It is confirmation, the divine seal pressing itself into your very skin. Do not resist it. Let it move through you. Let the tears fall. Let the chill run its course. It is the signature of heaven marking you as chosen. Time is urgent, my beloved. Doors swing open and shut, not by human hands, but by decrees written in fire. Right now, one such door stands before you. Its frame glows with light, but it will not remain open forever. 30 minutes remain. Yes, 30 minutes before the window narrows, before the silence returns. Do not let hesitation cost you the blessing meant for your house. Do not let distraction pull you away. Stay until the last word. Every second is water for the seed, buried deep in your soul. You think this is just a video, a passing message, but I tell you the truth, it is a covenant, the whisper of God riding on these syllables, crafted not for a crowd, but for you, my child. I see you carrying burdens, heavy shadows of disappointment, betrayal, fear of lack. You ask in secret, does anyone see me? Does anyone know? Heaven answers now, yes, we see, we know, we are here. The delay you have endured was not silence, it was strategy. The shaking you felt was not destruction, it was alignment. The storm that bent you low was not punishment, it was the wind shaking loose the rotten fruit. So only the ripe promise would remain. You are not behind, you are not late, you are right on time. Hear this clearly, you are a chosen one, not by chance, not by error. Before the foundation of the world, your name was inscribed in the Lamb's Book of Life, in a script no hand can erase. Every setback you endured was known. Every betrayal you faced was weighed, and every tear you cried was collected into bowls of remembrance. Not one fell wasted. Not one was unseen. Beloved, you carry the fragrance of those tears, and heaven counts them as incense rising. That is why the time has come for restoration. That is why the door glows now with fire. That is why I cry out, do not skip, do not wander. Do not leave. Let me tell you something sacred. Many are called, but few are marked. You are among the marked. This message is the evidence. When others scroll past, you were stopped. When others ignored, you felt the tug. That tug is the hand of heaven. That tug is the rope pulling you from drowning waters. Do not despise it. Do not resist it. Embrace it. For in the next 2 minutes, another sign will touch you again, a shiver, a sudden thought, an image that flashes in your mind. That is heaven, confirming this message is yours. My beloved, I must warn you, do not share everything. Not every pearl should be thrown before the crowd. Some words are for the secret chamber of your heart. Some blessings must be protected like seeds in the soil. Do not let careless words trample them. Guard this whisper. Guard it as treasure. You are entering a season where silence is strategy. Do not announce everything before it's time. Move quietly. Watch as heaven shouts on your behalf while you remain still. And now, I ask gently, not for me, but for you, stay connected, keep aligned. There are whispers yet to come, words yet to be released. Do not let the next message pass you by because you wandered into distraction. This is not about an algorithm, not about a channel. It is about covenant. When you choose to remain connected, you choose to stay in the flow of the whispers designed for your destiny. So, subscribe, not as a click, but as an act of alignment, as a sign that you will not miss the next whisper, the next decree, the next unlocking. Child, let this truth settle like fire in your bones. You are chosen, you are marked, you are preserved, and the very seconds ticking around you are witnesses. The clock does not lie. 30 minutes remain. Within 2 minutes, the sign will come. Do not move. Do not skip. Stay. Every breath you take now is wrapped in covenant, beloved child. Listen closely. If you have wondered why the path has felt heavy, why your thoughts have been clouded, why your heart trembles at night, it is because there has been resistance. The enemy has seen your name glowing in light, and jealousy has burned like fire against you. The whispers you hear in the silence, those voices of doubt, of fear, of shamar, not yours. They were planted, a counterfeit chorus designed to suffocate your spirit. You are forgotten. You are unworthy. Nothing will change. These lies have circled you like vultures, hoping you would believe them. But I speak now as the one sent to cut through their noise. Those words are false. They never belonged to you. They were chains thrown across your mind to keep you from stepping into the door that now swings open. Do you feel that pressure on your chest right now? That heaviness that has sat like stone on your heart? That is the mark of the battle you've been carrying. But hear me, as these words enter you, that stone is breaking apart. You will feel it first as a trembling, then as a sudden release. The heaviness will lift, and breath will flood your lungs like fresh wind. That is your sign. That is heaven's confirmation that the battle you endured has reached its turning point. The enemy has whispered, "You are alone." Heaven replies, "You are never abandoned." The enemy has hissed, "Your prayers are wasted." Heaven answers, "Every tear is recorded in bowls of fire." The enemy has mocked, "Your time has passed." Heaven proclaims, "You are right on time. No storm, no delay, no betrayal could erase your appointment." Do you feel the warmth crawling across your skin, the sudden chill down your spine? That is confirmation. Your body itself is becoming parchment, and heaven is writing this decree upon you. Now, my child, I must entrust to you something sacred. Keep silence. Do not tell everyone what is being revealed here. Do not scatter these pearls into careless hands. Some miracles bloom only in the soil of secrecy. Some words lose their fragrance when exposed too soon. This is not for them. This is for you. Guard it, hide it, let it grow. Do not be surprised if people around you cannot understand. They are not meant to. Their eyes are veiled, their ears are sealed. What heaven is giving you now is a private gift, a sealed scroll in your spirit. I see the struggles you faced, moments when betrayal pierced like knives, when disappointment crushed your chest, when silence from those you trusted made you question everything. The enemy wanted those wounds to close you off, but instead they became openings for light. Even now, I see the fire of healing running through those broken places. Your scars are becoming seals of authority. Where you were wounded, you will be strengthened. Where you were mocked, you will rise as testimony. And now I decree to you a micro-prophecy. Within the next 2 minutes, yes, within 2 minutes of this word, something will stir to prove its truth. A sound, a call, a message, a knocks, something will break the silence around you. It may be subtle, but it will strike like lightning in your spirit. This was not random. This was for me. That is heaven aligning with you. That is the King, stamping his signature on your moment. Beloved, every delay you have faced was not rejection, it was redirection. Every silence was not absence, it was strategy. Every shaking was not destruction. It was preparation for fruit to fall into your lap. I know the enemy told you the door was closed forever, but look again. Do you see the faint line of light spilling from its cracks? Do you feel the pressure in your chest shifting into release? That is heaven's way of saying, the true door has always been waiting, my child. The whispers of the enemy are weak compared to the roar of heaven. Stay, and you will hear the roar break through the lies. Do not skip, do not turn away. Within these words, chains are snapping, and when the sign comes in, you will know beyond doubt. This message was not for the masses. It was for you alone, beloved child. Do you sense it? The atmosphere around you shifting even as these words are spoken. The heaviness begins to crack. The fog starts to thin. That is not your imagination. It is heaven breaking through the storm that has long tried to bury you. The enemy knew this moment was coming. That is why the pressure increased. That is why distraction multiplied. That is why fear hissed so loudly. The closer your breakthrough approached, the more frantic the whispers became. But today, those whispers are silenced. Today, the counterfeit voices are exposed. And today, the true voice, the voice of your Father sounds louder than every shadow. The lies told you that you were cursed, but you are blessed. The lies told you that the delay meant denial, but delay was divine design. The lies told you that your tears were wasted, but every tear is a diamond stored in bowls of remembrance. Feel it now, the warmth in your chest, the shiver that makes your skin rise, the sudden weight that lifts from your shoulders. These are not random sensations, they are confirmations. Your body is testifying to the truth. The spirit and the flesh are both saying, "This is for me." Now hear me clearly. Do not share this with careless lips. Guard it as you would guard the oil in your lamp. Some people around you cannot understand this fire, and if you expose it too soon, they will trample it with mockery. Do not let them. This is why I say again, keep silence. Heaven's treasures are safest when hidden until the appointed time. Do not announce what has not yet ripened. Walk quietly and watch how the King makes noise on your behalf. Beloved, there is a reason the enemy fought you so hard. It is because your destiny threatens his schemes. Your rising terrifies the darkness. He knows that once you understand who you are, chosen, sealed, appointed, his grip will crumble like dust. That is why he whispered rejection. That is why he painted pictures of failure. That is why he sent counterfeit doors to trick you into detours. But look again. Do you see the glow on the horizon? That is your true door, the one sealed for you since before you were formed. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be counterfeited. It cannot be closed by any human hand. I decree to you now another confirmation. Within these very minutes, something will echo around you, an unexpected sound, a flicker of memory, a surge in your spirit. It will be simple, but it will be undeniable. That will be heaven's way of sealing this word inside you. Do not dismiss it. Do not rationalize it away. Embrace it as proof. Let me remind you of something the enemy never wanted you to see. Every battle you've faced has been training. Every wound you've endured has been shaping. Every delay has been divine choreography. You were not wasting time, you were being aligned. Think of the seed buried in soil. To the eye, it looks forgotten, lost, hidden in darkness. But the truth is, it is not forgotten. It is preserved, preparing for the moment of breakthrough. That seed is you. The soil of waiting was never your grave. It was your greenhouse. Do you feel the trembling in your spirit even now? That mixture of awe and fear, of heaviness breaking and tears rising. That is heaven touching your body with truth. That is how you know you are not just listening, you are receiving. Beloved, the next chapter of your life requires that you silence the lies, embrace the signs, and walk as if you truly are chosen, because you are, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by eternal design. And so I plead with you, do not skip, do not wander, do not leave. You are standing in the exact place you were meant to stand. The confirmation is already on its way. If you remain, you will see it. Stay, guard this word, protect it as treasure. And know, beyond every shadow of doubt, you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not abandoned. You are chosen, you are preserved, you are loved. Beloved child, lean closer, for now I must reveal to you the language of signs. Heaven does not always speak in thunder. Often it speaks in symbols, doors, scrolls, bowls, crowns, trembling gavel strikes in the court of eternity. And these signs surround you even now. Do you see the door in your spirit? The one glowing faintly at the edges. There are two, one counterfeit and one true. The counterfeit door is wide, its frame polished with promises, but inside it leads to emptiness. The true door is narrow, glowing with fire at the edges, and though it seems smaller, it carries the fragrance of eternity. You stand before them even now. The decision is upon you. Beloved, this is the moment the enemy fears most. For when you step through the true door, every counterfeit collapses. When you place your hand upon the glowing frame, chains that have bound you for years will break like twigs. But do not hesitate. Time is not idle. The clock trembles. The hands move forward. Within 2 minutes, the confirmation will strike again, and your body will know this is the moment to choose. Look deeper. A scroll is being unrolled in heaven's court. I see your name written across it in fire. The words are sealed decrees, protections, restorations that have been waiting for your yes. The scroll was never lost. It was waiting, preserved in the vault of the Most High until your spirit aligned with this hour. And as the scroll is unsealed, bowls are tipped. Do you know what fills them? Your tears, your prayers, your whispered cries in the night that no one else heard. Heaven did not waste them. They were gathered, stored, held until the moment the decree could be spoken. That moment is now, Jod, child. Listen, the gavel in heaven's court is raised. The judge of eternity leans forward. The angels stand in silence, and in the hush, your name is spoken. A decree is stamped in fire. This one is chosen. This one is sealed. This one belongs to me. Do you feel the trembling in your chest? That sudden heat rushing across your shoulders? That is the echo of the gavel's strike. That is heaven aligning earth around your destiny. But here lies the drama. Will you step forward? Will you walk through the true door or linger before the counterfeit? Will you believe the decree or return to the whispers of doubt? The enemy will tempt you to stay where you are, to hesitate, to say later. But later is the language of loss. Now is the language of destiny. Within 2 minutes, yes, within 2 minutes, the sign will touch you again. A sound, a call, a chill, a sudden burst of tears. That is heaven nudging you. Choose, step through, do not delay, do not say, but I am not ready. The truth is this: heaven has already prepared you. Every storm was training, every delay was sharpening. The glowing door will not remain open forever. The scroll will not stay unrolled indefinitely. This is why I plead with you: do not skip, do not wander, do not leave. Hear me clearly. You are not alone in this moment. Angels surround you, holding back the shadows, making room for your step. The courtroom of heaven watches, leaning forward, waiting for your yes. Beloved, this is not imagination. This is reality, truer than what your eyes see. The counterfeit door glitters, but it is hollow. The true door glows, and it leads to life. Choose it. Step through. Do not delay, beloved child. The moment hangs heavy in the air. The doors stand before you, still one true, one false. Time does not wait. The clock's hands press forward, each tick echoing like a heartbeat in the chambers of heaven. Do you feel it? That quiet trembling running down your arms, that sudden pull in your spirit, that is heaven urging you forward. You are not here by chance. This choice has been waiting for you, sealed since before you breathed your first breath. The counterfeit door calls loudly. It promises ease, quick relief, glitter without gold. But its path ends in dust. The true door glows softly, yet its light pierces deeper. It does not seduce invites. It does not shout to whispers. And those who step through find rivers of life waiting on the other side. My child, you must not linger. Hesitation is the thief of harvest. Every second you wait, shadows grow bold. That is why I cry out again. Do not skip, do not wander, do not leave. The gavel is raised again in heaven's court. I hear the decree being repeated. This one is chosen. This one must rise. The scroll in the judge's hand unrolls further. Words of fire spill across its surface, promises long delayed, blessings preserved, assignments waiting. They cannot be read until you step forward. Now hear me carefully. There is a mystery hidden here. Not every word is meant for the crowd. Some words are too delicate, too sacred to be spoken in the open. That is why I must whisper this to you in secrecy. This is your second secrecy clause. Do not explain everything you receive here. Do not attempt to justify this moment to those who will not understand. Their ears are not tuned, their eyes are veiled. If you speak too soon, they will mock what they cannot see. Keep this close, beloved. Hide it like a seed. Let it grow in silence. When the time is right, its fruit will speak louder than your words ever could. Beloved, do you remember the storms you've endured, the seasons where nothing moved, where silence pressed so heavily on your chest that you feared you'd break? Those storms were not wasted. They were preparing you for this very door. The shaking you felt was not destruction, it was alignment. It shook loose the rotten fruit so that only the ripe promise would remain. You thought the silence was abandonment, but it was strategy. Heaven was repositioning pieces you could not see. Now the shaking has settled, and the door glows. The choice is clear. The counterfeit fades, the true remains. But listen closely, this door does not stay open forever. The light pulses like a heartbeat, growing stronger, then dimmer, then stronger again. It waits for your step, but only for a time. And here is your sign. Within 2 minutes, another confirmation will come. A message, a call, a sudden sound outside your door, or even the rush of a tear down your cheek. It may seem ordinary, but in your spirit it will thunder. This is my moment. Do not dismiss it. Do not explain it away. Take it as the decree it truly is. I see angels standing at either side of the door, waiting. Their hands rest on the frame, their eyes fixed on you. They are not there to push you, they are there to guard the way once you choose. No shadow may follow you inside. No counterfeit voice may enter. The bowls of tears tilt again. Incense rises. Heaven's attention is locked upon you, and still the gavel waits, lifted, ready to strike once more. Child, this is not the hour to shrink back. This is not the time to doubt. Every storm was preparation. Every silence was positioning. Every delay was alignment. Step forward now. Beloved, I plead again. Guard this moment. Guard it in secrecy. Not everyone can understand the fire you carry, but you must carry it because it was given only to you. You are chosen. You are preserved. You are the one for whom this decree has been written. And as you step through the true door, know this: the counterfeit will vanish, the decree will ignite, and heaven will roar in agreement. Beloved child, now that the choice has been revealed, I must open to you the mystery of storms. For you have asked in secret, why must I endure shaking? Why must the winds rage against me? Why do the delays never end? And I answer you with heaven's wisdom. Storms are not sent to destroy you, are sent to align you. The shaking was never your punishment. It was heaven's way of positioning your roots so that when the fruit ripened, it would not fall into the wrong hands. You thought the trembling meant rejection, but it was preparation. You thought the silence meant abandonment, but it was strategy. You thought the storm meant you were cursed, but in truth, you were being crowned. Beloved, hear me clearly. The fruit falls only when the shaking comes. Without the storm, the branches would never release their treasure. Without the trembling, the harvest would remain locked. The storm you cursed was the very hand that shook loose your blessing. Do you feel that recognition in your spirit? That sudden release in your chest? The tear that burns your eye? That is confirmation. Heaven is saying, yes, the shaking was for your good. And now the promise. You will see a table prepared before your enemies. They will watch, and though they mocked you, they will not be able to deny the overflow poured into your lap. Health will spring forth like morning light. Finances that felt trapped will unlock like rivers breaking dams. Joy will flood your home like laughter after long silence. The storm was the seedbed, the shaking was the trigger, the silence was the womb, and now birth, now promise, now overflow. Beloved, your home will shift. The atmosphere will thicken with peace. Where fear once dwelt, laughter will return. Where lack once gnawed at your table, abundance will overflow. Where heaviness once pressed on your chest, the breath of heaven will fill your lungs with ease. This is not poetic hope, it is decree. It is written, it is sealed. The gavel has already struck in your favor. But know this, the blessing will not stop at you. No, it was never designed for you alone. Heaven's promises are rivers, not stagnant pools. They flow, they spill, they expand. Your children, your loved ones, your household, they will all drink from the overflow that begins in you. I see cups tipping, spilling into cups beside them, until every vessel in the room runs over. That is your family. That is your bloodline. The blessing cannot be contained. It will ripple into every life connected to you. Beloved, listen closely again. This is why the enemy fought you so viciously. He saw not only you, but the generations that will rise from you. He feared not only your breakthrough, but the overflow that would touch your house, your children, your children's children. That is why the shaking was fierce. That is why the delay was long. Because what is being birthed in you is a river. And rivers must carve their channels deeply before the flood can come. Do you feel the warmth growing stronger across your chest? The pressure in your spirit shifting into release. That is heaven confirming, yes, this is for you. Yes, this is your hour. Do not doubt it. Do not explain it away. Receive it. And now I speak gently. Remain connected. Do not wander. Do not break alignment. More words will come. More whispers are prepared. If you disconnect, you risk missing the very decree that seals your promise. So stay in covenant, stay aligned, stay where the flow of heaven can find you, beloved child. Do you sense the shift already? The storm that once terrified you is beginning to look different. The winds that once threatened to scatter you are now seen as the very currents that carried you into alignment. The shaking was never to strip you. Barrett was to shake loose what could no longer remain. Rotten fruit, counterfeit connections, broken patterns, all of them had to fall away. So the ripe fruit of your destiny could finally drop into your hands. The silence you once feared as absence was never empty. It was the hush before the decree, the stillness of heaven preparing to speak so clearly that no other voice could compete. That is why, when heaven breaks silence, the sound is unmistakable. And now I tell you plainly, the time of silence is lifting. The decree has been spoken. The scroll is unrolled. The bowls of tears are tipping. The gavel has struck. You will see it soon, beloved. Breakthrough in places long locked. Peace where chaos once reigned, restoration where loss once devoured. This is not wishful thinking. This is written fire, sealed by the Judge of eternity. Let me speak promises over you. In your health strength, returning, bones renewed, lungs filled with fresh breath, weariness lifting. In your finances, chains of limitation snapping, doors of provision opening, rivers of resources flowing where once there was drought. In your relationships, hearts softening, laughter returning, the sound of reconciliation where there was once silence. In your home, the air thick with peace, nights no longer tormented, but filled with rest, mornings carrying joy like fragrance. These are not empty words, they are decrees, they are written, they are sealed. Beloved, you must also understand, this blessing is not confined to you alone. It overflows, it spills, it multiplies. I see the river rising at your feet, covering your ankles, then your knees, then your waist, until it overflows every corner of your dwelling. And as it rises, it pours into those connected to you. Children will drink, spouses will drink, friends will drink. Even those who once mocked you will taste and be silenced. The blessing was never designed to end with you. It was designed to overflow through you. And hear this, even as you read, the atmosphere of your home is shifting. The very walls will feel different. Fear will lose its grip. Restlessness will release. You will notice it in small ways. In the air, lightness in your spirit, laughter returning where heaviness once sat. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Your house will be a well of light, a sanctuary of peace, a place where heaven finds a resting place. Beloved child, I urge you again, remain aligned. Do not break covenant. More whispers will come. More decrees will be spoken. And if you disconnect, you risk missing what was prepared for you. So I speak softly, yet firmly. Stay connected, not for numbers, not for platforms, but for covenant. Staying connected is a sign of your alignment, your decision to remain where the river flows. When you choose to remain, you are saying, I will not miss the next whisper. I will not wander when the scroll unrolls again. I will be here, ready, aligned. This is your second covenant call. Subscribe not as a click, but as a covenant, not as a routine, but as alignment. Do this, beloved, so that the next whisper finds you where it should. Now breathe deeply. Feel the peace entering your lungs. Feel the heaviness that once weighed. You leaving. This is your promise beginning to manifest. The storm is past. The shaking has served its purpose. The silence has ended. Now comes the overflow. Now comes the table. Now comes the joy. And it will not stop with you. It will spill. It will multiply. It will ripple into generations. Beloved child, lift your eyes now, for the hour of decree has come. The courtroom of heaven is alive with light. The judge has taken his seat. Angels stand at attention, their wings shimmering like rivers of fire. Silence falls, heavy and thick, as if all creation itself is holding its breath. And there your name is spoken. It echoes like thunder, yet it burns like a whisper inside your chest. The scroll is unrolled farther, the gavel is lifted higher. A decree, written not in ink but in flames, hovers in the air. This decree is for you, not for the multitude, not for the crowd. It carries your name, your design, your destiny. Do you feel it? The trembling in your spirit, the heat in your palms, the sudden rush of tears. That is the decree pressing into you, heaven's ink burning itself upon your very skin. The decree reads, "This one is sealed. This one is preserved. This one is chosen." The vaults are unlocked. The chains are broken. The blessings flow. Yes, beloved, even now I see vaults opening. Heavy locks that resisted for years are snapping like twigs. Inside are treasures meant for you: peace, strength, provision, restoration. They were not lost, they were guarded until the right moment. This is that moment. But the decree is not passive. It requires your agreement. Heaven's gavel does not strike in vain. You must align. You must say yes. You must remain under the sound of this word. That is why I cry. Do not skip. Do not wander. Do not leave. Every second is part of the breaking. Every breath you take now is part of the sealing. And hear this, within 2 minutes, another sign will come. A sudden sound outside your door. A vibration in your chest. A call or message lighting up your screen. It may appear ordinary, but your spirit will know it is extraordinary. It is proof that this decree is active, alive, moving. Do not dismiss it. Do not rationalize it away. Take it as heaven's stamp. This one is mine. Beloved, see the imagery clearly. The gavel slamming with fire, sending ripples through the unseen realm. The scroll glowing with your name, unfolding endlessly with promises. The vault, once locked, now open. Treasures spilling into your lap. Chains, thick as iron, snapping like threads at your feet. This is not poetry. This is prophecy. This is not imagination. This is decree, child. You have endured storms. You have survived shaking. You have carried silence. And now comes elevation. You are being lifted, set apart, established. The enemy that mocked you will see your rising and tremble. Those who doubted you will watch your table overflow. And you will know beyond all shadow of doubt, every tear, every delay, every pain was not wasted. It was the seed of this decree. Do you feel the weight shifting even now? The heaviness lifting from your shoulders, replaced with fire in your chest. That is heaven's exchange. Chains for freedom. Heaviness for glory. Silence for decree. Do not fear the fire, beloved. It is not sent to consume you. It is sent to mark you, to purify you, to write your name deeper into the eternal book. You again. Within 2 minutes, a confirmation will strike. Be attentive. Do not dismiss it. The King is stamping your covenant, sealing it with proof. Stay, remain. Every second matters. Beloved child, do not take lightly what is unfolding around you. The decree has been written, the gavel has fallen, and the vault has been opened. Yet, I must whisper one last mystery into your spirit, because not everything heaven gives should be spoken aloud. This is your third secrecy clause. Guard what you have received. Do not run to tell it to those who cannot understand. Do not expose the sacred to careless ears. Some fires grow stronger in silence. Some miracles are safest when hidden until their fruit appears. Treasure this word. Hide it deep in your spirit like a seed. Water it with prayer. Guard it with watchfulness, and let heaven reveal it in its time. When the fruit ripens, it will speak louder than your lips ever could. Now lift your eyes and see chains breaking, one by one, falling like shattered glass at your feet. A crown descending, glowing with light, settling upon your head. The table spread before you, even while enemies watch in silence, unable to touch what is yours. The scroll unrolling endlessly, each page carrying fresh blessings, fresh assignments, fresh promises. This is your portion. This is your inheritance. This is your decree. Beloved, the clock still ticks. Time is sacred. And I must say it again, within 2 minutes, a sign will manifest. It may come as a sudden chill, a call, a message, a knock at the door, or even an unexpected rush of tears. But when it comes, you will know. This word was mine, sealed, written, undeniable. That sign will be the stamp of heaven's covenant with you. Do not dismiss it. Do not treat it lightly. Take it as the proof that you are chosen, preserved, marked. Child, hear me. You cannot leave the field half-watered. Seeds already planted in your soul are thirsting for completion. Stay until the last drop. Stay until the final chain snaps. Every second matters. Every word carries weight. If you walk away too soon, the soil will remain dry. But if you remain, you will see the harvest rise before your eyes. And now, beloved, the final surge, the fire-written decree blazes brighter. The gavel slams again, shaking the unseen. The vaults spill over, treasures pouring like rivers into your lap. Angels lift their voices in chorus. The courtroom erupts in light. Do you feel it? The heat rising, the trembling in your spirit, the overwhelming sense of being seen. That is heaven's final confirmation. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are chosen, but covenant requires alignment. You must remain connected, not just for this word, but for the ones yet to come. This is not the end of heaven's whisper, is the beginning of a stream. More decrees, more secrets, more promises are waiting, so I say gently, yet firmly, stay connected. Subscribe, not as a click, but as a covenant, not as a habit, but as alignment. When you do, you are declaring, I will not miss the next whisper. I will remain where the fire speaks. I will stay in covenant with the voice that calls me, beloved. This is the last cry of my spirit for you tonight. Stay, remain, guard what you have received. Do not scatter it. Do not lose it. Every second is sacred. Every moment is alive. Every chain is breaking, even now. Lift your hands, lift your heart, lift your eyes, because the decree is sealed, the blessing is overflowing, and your destiny is unlocked. You are chosen, you are preserved, you are marked, and nothing, number storm, no delacan, erase what heaven has written over your life. It is not an accident, you are here. The divine clock whispered your name, and the very breath of heaven moved you to this place. Out of all the noise, all the endless distractions, your spirit was pulled into this exact moment because there is a message written for you, and only for you, my beloved child. I cry out, do not skip this. Stay, remain. Every second is alive with a decree. If you leave now, the seed will not enter the soil, and you will not see the bloom that was promised to you. But if you remain, the next few minutes will alter the way heaven unfolds around your life. Look at the clock near you. Feel the weight of time. 35 minutes remain before a door swings shut. And in 2 minutes, yes, within 2 minutes, you will feel the confirmation in your body chills, a stirring in your chest, the pricking of tears you cannot explain. This is the whisper of heaven pressing itself upon you to mark you as chosen. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned in silence. You are preserved, hidden in the hollow of the rock until the right moment. That moment, my child, is now. Hear me. There are thousands who hear words, but only a few whose names are etched in light. You are among the few. The seal of the King rests on your forehead, though you do not yet see it. The enemy has tried to cloud you with doubt, telling you that your waiting meant rejection. But I tell you, your waiting was preservation. You have been preserved the way a precious scroll is sealed in wax, kept in secret chambers until the appointed time. And now the wax breaks, the seal lifts, and your destiny begins to unroll before your very eyes. Stay, beloved. Do not wander. Do not scatter your attention. Every syllable that flows now is oil for your lamp. Without it, the night will be too dark. With it, you will outlast the storm. I whisper again, do not skip. My voice trembles through you because this message carries both urgency and tenderness. I am not here to frighten you, but to awaken you. Time is thinner than you think. Doors are shifting. Hands of unseen scribes are already writing decrees in fire, and your name is etched upon the page. Yes, I see it. Your name shining, preserved, radiant in a book no enemy hand can blot out. Do you feel that trembling in your chest right now? That warmth flowing like fire across your shoulders? That is the touch of heaven wrapping you, telling you, this is not coincidence, this is covenant. Beloved, lean in closer. The whisper is not for the crowd, it is not for the multitude, but it is for you, only you. Now I must tell you something sacred. Heaven does not scatter pearls to the ground. What you are receiving now is pearl, hidden wisdom, a treasure sealed in silence. Do not let the chatter of the world steal it. Guard it in your heart. I see you questioning, but why me? Why now? Why am I being called? Because the divine hour has struck. The alignment of time has ripened. You were kept hidden so that when your name was finally spoken, nothing could block the sound. That is why I cry out louder than the voices that told you to quit, louder than the fears that said you are too late. You are not too late. You are right on time, child. You must hear me with all your heart. You are chosen. Chosen not because of perfection, but because of design. Chosen not because you begged, but because heaven saw you long before you saw yourself. This is why storms surrounded you. This is why delay wrapped itself around your days, not as punishment, but as protection. You thought the shaking meant rejection. It was preparation. The fruit was not yet ripe. The door was not yet ready to swing open. But now the fruit bends the branch. Now the door groans on its hinges. Now the timing aligns. Stay, stay, stay. Do not skip.